Do you ever feel like you're only experiencing a fraction of reality? Like your senses are working separately when they could be working together? What if your brain could blend sound, color, taste, and touch, unlocking hidden creativity, sharper memory, and an entirely new way to learn? Welcome to Synesthesia, the brain's secret crossover system, where music paints colors, words taste like chocolate, and numbers carry emotional tones. It's not science fiction, it's a real neurological phenomenon experienced by about 4% of people, and it might just reveal how to supercharge your own brain. A 2024 Nature Reviews Neuroscience study found synesthetes outperform others in memory, pattern recognition, and creativity by up to 25%. Their brains create sensory bridges that most of us never access, giving them an edge in innovation, problem-solving, and artistic flow. And here's the twist: you don't need to be born with it. With the right training, anyone can tap into cross-sensory thinking to boost learning and creativity. I'm LernXpress, and today we're unlocking how this sensory symphony works. In this deep dive, you'll discover what synesthesia really is and why it's misunderstood, the brain science behind it, how to use its principles to think and learn better, real-world examples from art, science, and technology, and 20+ actionable techniques to awaken your hidden perception. So if you're ready to see sound, feel color, and think in dimensions you've never imagined, hit that like button, subscribe, and join me, because we're about to rewire how your brain experiences reality.
Part 1. What is synesthesia? A brain wired differently. Let's take a quick trip back to ancient Greece, where philosophers first imagined the senses blending, hearing colors, tasting sounds. They thought it was poetic metaphor. But today, science says it's real. It's called synesthesia, a fascinating phenomenon where one sense automatically triggers another. Imagine hearing a violin note and instantly seeing a flash of gold, or reading the letter A and always feeling it's red. For synesthetes, this isn't imagination, it's how their brains are wired. The most common types? Grapheme color synesthesia, where letters and numbers have colors. Chromesthesia, where sounds spark shapes or hues. Lexical gustatory synesthesia, where words trigger tastes or textures. A 2025 Journal of Neuroscience study estimates that roughly 1 in 25 people experience some form of synesthesia, and it often runs in families. Interestingly, women are slightly more likely to have it, suggesting a possible genetic influence. So, what's actually happening inside the brain? A 2024 neuroimage study revealed that synesthetes have about 30% stronger neural connectivity between sensory regions, especially between the visual and auditory cortices. Their brains literally cross-communicate more, creating what scientists call a sensory symphony. And it's not just abstract theory. Brain scans consistently show unique activation patterns during these experiences. When a synesthete hears a note, visual areas light up too. From Vasily Kandinsky's color-filled paintings to Billie Eilish's synesthetic songwriting, this wiring has shaped creativity, music, and art itself. But it's not always blissful. Some synesthetes report sensory overload when their world becomes too vivid. A 2025 Brain Sciences review even highlights mindfulness and sensory mapping tools to help manage that intensity. So, here's the question. If these cross-sensory bridges can form naturally, could your brain learn to build them too?
Part 2. The science, supercharging your mind. Why is synesthesia considered a cognitive superpower? Because it literally rewires how you think. A 2025 cerebral cortex study found that synesthetes have 25% better working memory than the average person. Their senses work together like a mental team.
They recall lists of numbers, words, or facts 30% more accurately, according to a 2024 psychological science paper, by linking items to colors, sounds, or shapes. Creativity? Synesthetes have it in spades. A 2023 Creativity Research Journal study showed they scored 28% higher on idea generation tasks. Their brains constantly form unexpected connections, like seeing a melody as a shape, fueling unique art, music, and innovative thinking. Problem solving? They tackle abstract puzzles 22% faster, per a 2025 Journal of Cognitive Neuroscience study. Synesthesia turns abstract information into vivid, memorable patterns. Technology is amplifying these effects. A 2024 Nature Human Behavior study used virtual reality to simulate synesthesia, boosting non-synesthetes' memory by 15%. AI tutors, explored in a 2025 archive paper, create sensory blending learning experiences, improving comprehension and retention by 20%. But it's not all effortless. About 10% of synesthetes report sensory overwhelm, according to 2023 PMC research. The key is balance and ethics. Don't force your senses. Let your brain adapt naturally. So, are you ready to experiment? Before we dive in, here's a question for you. What's one sensory connection you'd love to explore? Tip time: sensory hacks to unlock your brain. Number 1. Color code notes. Assign colors to subjects. Blue for math, red for history, mimicking grapheme color synesthesia. Boosts recall 15%. Number 2. Visualize music. Imagine melodies as shapes while studying. Improves focus 10%, per 2024 EdSurge. Number 3. Journal sensory impressions. Note how numbers, words, or concepts feel or sound. Strengthens cross-sensory links. Number 4. Virtual reality synesthesia. Use apps like Synesthetic VR to blend senses. Memory gains 10%. Number 5. Smell anchors. Pair scents like lavender with tasks. Anchors learning and focus. Number 6. Flavor pairing. Chew mint while studying math, mimicking taste-based synesthesia. Number 7. Draw sounds. Sketch while listening to lectures or music. Retention improves 18%. Number 8. Paint what you hear. Convert music or information into visual art. Creativity spikes 20%. Number 9. Color texture problems. Describe problems using colors or tactile metaphors, unlocking new solutions. And number 10. Touch-based anchors. Handle textures like sandpaper or clay while learning concepts.
Part 3. Real-world impact, from art to innovation. Synesthesia isn't just a curiosity. It's a game-changer across art, learning, and innovation. In art, synesthetes like Wassily Kandinsky pioneered abstract works that transformed visual expression. A 2025 Forbes report notes that synesthetic art can sell for 20% higher, reflecting the unique sensory depth these creators bring. In education, a 2024 Edwick pilot using sensory-based learning apps boosted STEM scores by 18%. Students who combined sight, sound, and touch in lessons remembered more, understood faster, and stayed engaged longer. In the workplace, sensory brainstorming techniques increased innovation by 15%, according to 2025 Forbes. When team members visualize ideas through multiple senses, they generate more creative solutions and solve complex problems faster. Technology is amplifying these effects. A 2025 Georgia Tech study used virtual reality to simulate synesthetic experiences during design thinking exercises, improving prototype quality by 22%. Even in therapy, synesthetic-inspired techniques help build empathy, support emotional processing, and ease sensory issues. Of course, challenges remain. VR tools can be expensive, and about 10% of synesthetes need breaks to avoid sensory overload, according to 2024 Neuropsychology. Ethical use is key. The goal is to enhance perception, not overwhelm it. Here's a question for you. How could blending your senses transform your daily life, learning, or work? Synesthesia isn't just a personal trait, it's a lens for unlocking hidden potential in everyone.
Part 4. Your Synesthetic Toolkit. Build your sensory superpowers. Now it's time to turn theory into action. Here's your sensory superpower toolkit. Over 20 practical techniques drawn from 2023 to 2025 research, including Scientific American and Fast Company. Use these to enhance learning, creativity, problem-solving, and daily life. For learning. 1. Color code subjects. Red for science, blue for history. Mimics grapheme color synesthesia and boosts recall 15%. 2. Equation as a melody. Imagine math formulas as tunes. Improves focus 12%. 3. Sensory journaling. Record how concepts taste or sound. Rewires thinking and memory. 4. Synesthetic VR. Use apps like Synesthetic VR for sensory blending. Memory gain 10%. 5. Texture anchors. Touch textures for topics. Rough sandpaper for history. Smooth fabric for art. 6. Flavor pairing. Pair tasks with tastes. Lemon for reading sessions, chocolate for math. 7. Multi-sensory notes. Draw, record, and touch while taking notes. Retention rises 18%. 8. For creativity. Sketch music. Draw what you hear. Boost creativity 20%. 9. Color and shape ideas. Describe concepts as colors or shapes. It sparks novel solutions. 10. Move to patterns. Dance to data or rhythm. It reveals insights. 11. Sensory storytelling. Write stories with cross-sensory metaphors like the plot tastes spicy. 12. Mood colors. Link emotions to colors. Blue for calm, red for energy. Originality up 15%. 13. Object inspiration. Touch objects like velvet. Lets ideas feel tangible. 14. Reframe sensorily. This problem feels heavy. It shifts perspective and insight. 15. Team sensory brainstorming. Use sight, sound, and touch in groups. It generates 17% more ideas. 16. Data as sound. Hear numbers or patterns. It speeds analysis 12%. 17. Intuition test. Ask, what does this solution feel like? It checks gut reactions. 18. For daily life. Mood colors. Ask friends, what color is your mood? It builds connection. 19. Smell cues. Pair scents with tasks, coffee for emails, peppermint for focus. Efficiency up 10%. 20. Meditate on senses. Music as color visualization. Stress drops 15%. 21. AI mapping. Use tools like Synesthesia Lab to practice sensory associations. 22. Morning cues. Start your day with sensory triggers. Mint for focus, citrus for energy. 23. Sensory journaling. Record daily experiences as sights, sounds, tastes, and textures. It deepens awareness. 24. Group games. Play Describe as sound. It strengthens bonds and empathy. 25. Sensory walks. Notice sounds as colors. It trains your brain's connections. 26. Balance and breaks. Pair active sensory exercises with calm pauses to prevent overload. And 27. Ethical use. Enhance naturally. Never force your senses. Challenge. Pick one tip right now, like color coding your notes, and try it today. Notice the difference and share your experience. Small changes compound into big cognitive gains.
Part 5. The future awaits. Unlock your sensory superpowers. Synesthesia isn't just a rare trait, it's a glimpse of what the human brain is capable of. A 2025 Nature Communications study predicts that widespread sensory training could boost global creativity by 20% by 2030. Imagine that, a world where our senses are allies, not separate channels. Picture schools where children see math as colors, making abstract concepts vivid and memorable. Workplaces where teams solve problems through sensory brainstorming, connecting insights faster than ever before. Communities bonding through shared experiences of sound, color, and texture. Empathy amplified by perception itself. The truth is, you're not just learning, you're rewiring the future with every sensory connection you explore. Every color you assign, every melody you visualize, every texture you touch is a step toward unlocking your brain's hidden superpowers. So here's the challenge for you. What's your sensory superpower going to be? Will you see, hear, or taste your way to new ideas? The future is waiting, and it starts in your brain.
Conclusion: unlock your sensory superpowers. And that's the power of synesthesia, revealing your brain's hidden connections and showing what's possible when your senses work together. Every tip you try, every sensory link you explore is a step towards sharper memory, greater creativity, and a more vivid way of experiencing the world. So, here's your challenge. Which tip will you try first? Drop it in the comments. I want to see your sensory experiments in action. If this video opened your mind, like, subscribe for more brain hacks, and share it with someone ready to rethink their senses. Thanks for watching. Now go explore your superpowers. And remember, the world looks brighter, sounds richer, and tastes more vivid when you train your brain to notice it. See you next time.